Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Madison if you're new, and today's video is going to be about how to stay organized, how I stay organized, how I plan for the future, and how I set and manifest my goals. That's one of the first things that I'll start with is how I stay organized. So I feel like there's two different ways. I feel like I was a little bit differently organized as a student than I am now as a teacher. But first off, I love to have a calendar. Obviously, I think calendars are very, very beneficial. Whenever I was a student, I actually had a bigger calendar that was sat right by my desk so I could see it every single day. And I would just write out if I had a test, if I had an appointment, if I had anything, it was always on that big calendar. Now that I'm actually a teacher, I feel like I don't have a big desk calendar at my school, so I actually rely way more on one of these planners. However, whenever I was a student, I feel like I never used these planners, so I feel like it's up to you. But basically the exact same thing. Whenever I first, let me see if I can find it. Whenever I first decided, that was me, a teacher, I wanted to be like so organized, you know, like have it all in a Google Calendar, Google Drive, like share it to my students. And you know, no one has time for that. I mean, obviously some teachers do, but you know, we're not wasting my entire day. So what I did actually is I ended up putting it all right here. And I actually went through and I color coded like all the modules and all of that. I have when there's different game days. I also have like my assignments for my class that I take at Tulane. However, you know, this was all perfect and dandy. And then, you know, there was a lovely hurricane. So I was out of school for an entire month and everything is moved back and everything is not right. And honestly, it hurt me so much. I have not even gone back to fix it. However, there is a calendar that we follow our curriculum by. So I just kind of look at that. So now more or less what I do is I take advantage of these right here, of how it like breaks down. I'll be like, Monday the 8th, and then I'll have my 6th grade section, and then I'll have my 7th grade, and I have the lesson that we will be doing that day. So I feel like I take way more advantage of that. Honestly, I don't have that much more going on, that much more deadlines as a school teacher than I did whenever I was a student. So I feel like there's not that much to put in my calendar. Obviously, if I decide to go on a vacation or something, I'll put that in there. But I feel like I really just kind of rely on week by week. That's how I plan. One of the big things that I use religiously, and I kind of use this whenever I was a student too, is just one of these little notepads. As you can see, it says so much to do. It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it has 2 checklist columns. So typically what I do is I'll make one side my like actual school. So that's like I have to turn in lesson plans. I need to do this for cluster. I need to outline this chapter of our lesson that we're gonna do. And on the other side, I'll have more of my like actual class at Tulane. So like if I need to respond to a discussion board, if I need to turn in an assignment, or then I think I really won't have that much to do anyway, which I mean, it's very nice. You know, this is what it's like whenever you actually have a job instead of you're a student. So, but at the bottom, I'll typically put like to do things that I have to do like in the day. Like I need to run to the grocery store. I need to do this. And then I'll also put some YouTube stuff like edit this video, do this, do that. And then here too, I'll also put like Monday, what lesson we're doing, if I have cluster, if I have an appointment that day. So then I feel like now I look at things way more as a week in a glance. Whereas I know I had one of these from Anthropology, and I can link this and the other one down below. And the other one was way more day-based. Like I feel like my day is pretty similar, so I don't have that much varying each day. Whereas as a student, I feel like you have way more things varying. So it's way more important. Another thing that I kind of utilize if I don't have that much going on or I have some free time is I'll utilize this doing well daily. So in here, what you do is it has a blank space, so you can put like Friday, what you're grateful for, some affirmations. It always has a quote, self-care, mood, act of kindness. I don't really use all of these. And then they actually have like a day. That's why I said I don't have that much going on. Like I literally have school all day. I'll work out and walk and then maybe do something else. life's to-dos is where I would put like run to the grocery store, do laundry. And then they actually have a work/side hustle, which I really like, and I actually utilize some of this. So I feel like this is how, if you want something every single day, kind of a mixture, you can do this. But I had already bought this as a student, so that's why I also have this. As far as like as a teacher, I feel like a lot of it is already planned out, and I feel like it's so repetitive sometimes, how it's like, oh, like, what are you doing this? What is this lesson plan? Whereas sometimes, at least like for Eureka curriculum, it is straight up like what lesson you need to do this day, what you need to like. So it's not, I don't want to be like, it's not that hard. It sometimes is, but it is very plain and simple. Whereas I know in science, the one that I was trained in, there wasn't an exact day, like there wasn't a lesson each day, if that makes sense. You kind of had to pick which day it was. So it is nice that it's so straightforward. So now I guess I just wanted to share 3 tips for how I stay organized and how I stay like in a routine. First, big part of staying organized, I think, is to have a routine. I feel like as a student, it's easy. Also as a worker, I was about to say as a worker, as a teacher, as someone who has a job now, your day is pretty much from Monday to Friday. It's the exact same. I'm not gonna lie. And it's so nice to do that because it means that you basically like will get everything done that you need to get done because you know it happens every single week. Very repetitive sometimes, but I feel like whenever the seasons change, I feel like it varies a little bit, but it's so nice to actually have a routine because you know, you do laundry on this day, you do this, you go to the grocery on this day. Number 2 is to have a clean space. I feel like whenever you actually have a clean space, like at home or at work, it makes everything way easier. I will not lie, I have places where it's not clean. Like my work, I could be way more organized, but I feel like as soon as the day ends, I just want to get out of there. So that's why my house is very clean. That's where I know everything is. And I mean, I don't want to be like I'm not organized at all. I know everything. I know where everything is. It's probably in a pile somewhere, if that makes sense. Obviously, if you have a routine, if you're clean and you have a clean space, like clean off your desk. Don't let your desk be all cluttery because that would give me anxiety and then that would throw me off. You know what I mean? I guess my last one, and I love this, is to do the things that only take you like 5 minutes first. So putting up your dishes, your clean dishes that are just sitting in there, putting your clothes away, picking the clothes up off the floor, putting it there. I feel like that's just going to make your space way cleaner and it doesn't take that long. And if you put off a lot of the little things, they're just going to build up. It's going to make you feel not as organized. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I feel like I'm always interested in how people stay organized or how they plan.